Hey guys, we're just going to have a quick look at the parts of the guitar. So just to familiarise yourself with what's where. Alright, so having a look here, this top of the guitar here, that's the headstock, with the head of the guitar. Okay, easy to remember, it's at the end of it. On that, you've got some tuning pegs. Okay, so turn them around, you get a tune or out of tune. Easy enough. This is called the nut here. Okay, so this top little bit which holds the strings apart. Then we're on to the fretboard. Now, it's named that because these metal pieces here are the frets. And the frets are what you actually bend the string over. Okay, so that's the fret, but quite often when someone says third fret, what they mean is to bend the string over the third fret. Okay, so that's actually bending that string over that fret. Okay, so the shorthand version, third fret, go up to right near it. All right, so of course we have our strings. That's an easy one. But what does get confusing is the top strings and bottom strings. Okay, and it is tricky. So I'll often say this is top string. Okay, it's the top of the guitar. But it's also the low string, pitch-wise. So it's the bottom end of the guitar, as in the lower end. That can get really tricky. So people will consider this the first string, and it can get confusing because logically you think the first one's the first one that you're hitting. So this is where I'm just going to say, generally, I'll say the top string on the guitar, the E string, the A string, the D string, or the high E. So because these are both E, okay, I'm going to say low E, high E. Okay. Now, names of the strings. You've got E, A, D, G, B, and E. Now, you can do different tunings, but this is called standard tuning. All right, so we've got our fret markers that are the dots here. You'll generally find them, not every guitar, but you generally find them on 3, 5, 7, 9, and a double dot on 12. You'll notice then that the pattern repeats as you go up the fretboard. All right. Now, looking at the body of the guitar, that's this part. Now, this along here is the neck. So you've got the head, the neck, then the body. All right, with the body, you've got the sound hole. Okay, so pretty obvious, it's a hole, and it's where the sound comes out of. All right, there's a thing around the outside. Mine doesn't have a particularly fancy one, but they're called a rosette. They're quite cool. Sometimes you can get a very intricate pattern along here. This is called a pickguard. Now you notice on this guitar, this is actually cut away from the original shape. So this is called a cutaway. Helps me reach these frets if I want to play them. Now, here we have the bridge. All right, so this is the bit that's glued down and holding your strings in. Then where they bend over is called the saddle. All right. Then what we have here is our pins. All right, they're string pins. Sometimes call them pegs, just because they look like pegs and mean they really are a peg. So there you go. Look, that gives you the basics of what everything is called. So we'll leave it there, and I'll see you next time.